The laws that I live by. These laws are what allows you to turn your life around and put you back into the captain's seat. Only you can drive you. You are the center of your universe, so you are the captain of your ship. Captains need a management system, and here we will describe and show you how to run your ship successfully using these laws as your management system. When you find something very useful, like a system, a paragraph, or a book or a video, then don't read it or watch it only once. Rather, watch or read it until you understand it and apply it. This for me is what I started to do when I turned my life around for the better. Repetition is how you get into a habit. You just have to make sure that you program yourself with good habits. These laws will set you on a straight path to success. After much research and trial and error, I found some key words and phrases that allowed me to focus on my day so as to bring forth ongoing success. I have labeled them laws because I live by them and they serve me well. More importantly, I employ them daily. Why do they serve me well? Although there are not any shortcuts to success, but if you do something repeatedly over and over again, then you develop a habit. This habit of going over the laws and integrating them into your life will bring about such a miracle in your life that you will not believe me that it is possible. So let us just read out these laws, and then we will come back to this setting up of a good habit. These laws are: have intention, be interested, confront, be cause, gradient, complete cycles of action, speed, order, application of knowledge and experience is prime, to-do lists or battle plans are your friend, communication is key to your success, 3 essential areas of communication. When we use the word law, we mean as per the dictionary. Law, which is a noun, the whole system or set of rules made by somebody or group. We will first give a very basic description of each law. Then we will show how these laws fit together so as to make your life successful when using them on a daily basis. Let us explain and demonstrate these laws. Note, all of these laws have doingness in common. You have to do these things. You have to apply them. Number 1, have intention. This points you towards your task, gets you to take aim. Number 2, be interested. Without interest, there is no purpose, and then you will have no direction. Confront. This is having the guts to start something or get out there and start doing it. Be cause. Get a result, do something to improve the situation, to step it forward. Gradient. Do things in gradient. Little at a time helps the target and the project along, rather than doing nothing. It also allows you to grow or learn as you go. Complete cycles of action. Gradients are good, but completed jobs are the target. Run quality checks on occasion to see what parts need to be completed to complete your tasks. Speed. Once you have conquered a task, then make it run faster. Get it done fast, not rushed. We need efficiency when working. Like a game, to see how fast you can go. Efficiency and smart procedures are what is required. Put in order. Take pride when leaving a place or an area after you have influenced it. It should be better than before. Application of the technology or knowledge is prime. Knowledge is important, but without applying it, then it is useless. You have this great technology and/or knowledge, so you need to win from using it. Battle plans or to-do lists are your friend. You can see the progress that you make when you manage your day with battle plans or to-do lists, as opposed to not using one. This manages your progress in the right direction. Communication is key to your success. If you don't believe it, just try not communicating and see where that gets you. There are 3 more points to communication. These will be unpacked later. These laws need to be applied. Seeing a list of them is just starting to get you to understand them. We will also provide a few demonstrations of how people use them. But the key take-home is to apply them into your life and apply them daily. We will revisit this after the demonstrations. Example demonstration number 1. Jill needs to study a 10-chapter course that she has put off for too long. She recognizes that she must put in some time, so she starts to schedule 2 hours per day for the next week. This shows intention because she has put aside 2 hours each day. She will need to become interested in the subject that needs to be studied. You cannot expect to learn something if you have no interest. Jill has scheduled a 2-hour time slot each day. She will now become interested to find out what is in this course. She has to pick up a book. This will then be her confronting the course. She will enter into a feedback session where she must provide answers to some questions. So apart from confronting, she has now been caused by sending off the set of answers. At this point, she has addressed and therefore used the following laws: intention, interest, to-do list, confront, and cause. Because she has provided some feedback for the course, she is already on her way. It is just a small gradient towards the completion of the course. At this point, she has addressed and therefore used the following laws: intention, interest, to-do list, confront, cause, and now gradient. There is now some order put in because if you look back at her progress, she has put aside time on a daily basis. She has read the first chapter and she has completed the first feedback session. So there is order, or at least more order than previous days. She has addressed and used intention, interest, to-do list, confront, cause, gradient, and now order. Jill will be able to make this course go much smoother by using these laws. Her learning, her focus, and her overall ability will be driven in a successful direction as long as she uses these laws. This was just one example that demonstrated most of the laws. Let's look at a second demonstration. Example demonstration number 2. Robert is starting a t-shirt printing company. He has a stock of t-shirts and he has printed a few samples. Robert started to implement the laws a few weeks ago. He reads them out each day and addresses any law that he did not use properly by adding it to his daily battle plan for correction or implementation. One of his tasks was to select a batch of t-shirts and send them to a company that requested them a few days ago. He made the selection today and sent it off to the company. This was one of his targets from last week, so he gets to recognize that he has completed one cycle of action for today. He received another 3 requests from other companies to send them samples of what he has in stock. Robert was able to use the same sample file that he sent to the first company yesterday. So here he recognizes that he is implementing speed because he does not have to reselect a new sample file of what he has in his stock. So with these 2 very simple examples, you can see how some of these laws are used. It does take some getting used to, but I can assure you that it works. It works because it sharpens your awareness to run yourself, to run the management of you. These laws have served me very well. Let me explain some more. How have they served me well? Although there are no real shortcuts to success, if you do something repeatedly over and over again, then you develop a habit. This habit of going over the laws and integrating them into your life will bring about such a miracle in your life that you will not believe me that it is possible. Remember, application is key. How do you use these laws? You apply them. How do you apply them? You manage yourself by applying them to you. You would typically run your day and ensure that you have intention in whatever you do. You would become interested in what you take on. You would recognize that you need to confront things so that you were successful. You would look to be cause over things that you do or take care of. You would perform large or difficult tasks in gradient. You would manage your day to see how you could end a started cycle and get it to become a complete cycle of action. You would manage repetitive tasks so that you could automate or speed them up or economize them in some way. You would make an effort to put in some order on any area that you were in or able to influence. You would ensure that you used your knowledge, skill, and tools so as to apply them for your advantage. If you don't apply what you have, then you are missing out on having them in the first place. You would make sure that you are using to-do lists or battle plans because they make your day far more productive and you can run successful projects from them at the same time. You would be in good communication with people as well as with material things. More detail on that later. Being in good communication resolves all issues. You would admire, enjoy, and have the courage to get things done. You need to confirm that your management system is revised each day. You do this by reading each of these laws and then checking if you have dropped any or missed any. This is why they are called laws, because they need to be the way that you rule or manage yourself during the day. When you let any of these slip, then your success slips with them. Keep the balance right. When you stop having intention, then you lose the meaning and drive off what you are doing. When you stop being interested, then you lose your direction and focus. When you stop any of these, then your success and quality goes out of the window. Again, I'm talking from experience. Drop any one of these rules and you are lost and heading in a downward direction. This is why it needs to become a habit to read these out daily, not as a mantra, but as a quality check to see if any have been dropped in quality or dropped completely. When you address it daily, it becomes a quality check and a good work habit reminder. From my experience on running these laws on a daily basis, I can say with confidence that I have all of these laws working for me. I check each day when I read through the list that I have not missed any out. I even know them off by heart, so I do not need to read them from a list. That is, however, not the point of the exercise. But when you do it for so long, then they become second nature. Put it to the test and try it. Therefore, you need to apply it. If you found this informative and useful, then please consider subscribing, because this is what this channel is all about. Finding ways that you can manage and heal yourself. Have a successful week ahead of you. Best regards, lots of healing.